Come and see a man who told me everything I ever did. He spoke to me. He spoke to me. Could this be the Christ? It was the hottest time of day, and I made my way to the well as usual. You see, I'd go to the well at the hottest time of day, knowing that there'd be nobody there. I'd go at the hottest time of day to avoid all the insults and the dirty looks. So I'd make my way to the well at the hottest time of day, because if I didn't have water in the house, then there'd be trouble. So I made my way to the well at the hottest time of day. I opened the door and the sun was beating down. It was so hot, but I knew that nobody would be there. But as I approached the well, I saw a man sitting there. And I thought to myself, what's he doing there? And as I looked a bit closer, I could see that he was a Jew. So I thought, what is he doing here? Jews never come through Samaria. And since he was a Jew, well, I thought, well, he's not going to speak to me because I'm a Samaritan woman. So I'll make my way to the well, I'll get my water, and I'll be out of there. But as I approached the well, he reached out his hand and he said to me, would you give me a drink of water? So I said, but sir, how can you ask me? I'm a Samaritan woman and you were a Jew. And then he said to me, if you knew who it was that was asking you and the gift that he carries, you would ask him and he would give you living water. So I said, sir, but how can you get this living water? The well is deep and you have nothing to draw with. Are you greater than our ancestor Jacob, who indeed gave us this well and drunk from it himself? So did his flocks and his herds. And then he said, woman, whoever drinks this water will thirst again. But whoever drinks the water I give him will never thirst again. Indeed, it will become in him a spring of living water welling up to eternal life. So I fell on my knees and I said, sir, please give me a drink of this living water so that I may never thirst again, so that I don't have to keep coming here at the hottest time of day to avoid all the insults and the dirty looks and people talking about me behind my back. Please give me a drink of this living water, sir. And then he said to me, go and get your husband. So I said, I have no husband. And then he said, you're right when you say you have no husband. In fact, you've had 5 husbands. And the man you're now with is not your husband. So I said, I can see that you're a prophet. And you Jews say that we must not worship on this mountain, but we must worship in Jerusalem. And then he said to me, woman, a time is coming and is now here where the true worshippers will worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father is spirit, and those that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So I said, I know the Messiah called the Christ is coming, and he will tell us everything. And that's when he said to me, I who you speak to am he. So I ran back to my village and I said, come and see a man who told me everything I ever did. Could this be the Christ? He spoke to me. He spoke to me. To me. He spoke to me. After all the wrong choices I'd ever made, all the bad decisions, and even the situation I now found myself in, yet he still spoke to me. And the day he spoke to me, I began to hope again. He gave me a drink of the living water, and my soul began to live again.